So I've had the sled for about 10 days and I already hit a deer. We were riding last night and I was about literally 2 minutes from home. And I was following my brother and I was following my other buddy, and a bunch of snow dust was coming up behind them. The deer went in between them and I didn't see it. I was going about 50 and I had nowhere to go. I ended up hitting the deer. It didn't do a lot of damage. I'm okay. It didn't hit me. It hit the sled. It tore the right panel off. It tweaked my exhaust. Literally in the last video, I just put on my aftermarket GGB trail can on. Bent it all to crap. It's got a nice dent there from the brake disc. Guys, I've had it on for probably 3 or 4 days max. And I've got maybe like 40 miles on the can. But anyways, I'll show you guys kind of the damage. Like I said, it hit the right panel, and I got the panel right here. So as you can see, it took some of the decal off on here. It did a lot less damage than I thought. It really didn't crack the panel, which I'm surprised. And then on the other side here, this is like your airflow. This is like that for airflow to your brake disc, and it just tore those off when it blew off. So that's gonna have to get redone. I actually bought another panel for it, so that's already on the way. I'm gonna put that same airflow back to it because unfortunately, it only comes with the panel. The panel, you know, the right panel, you don't get the airflow and you don't get the foam. So I have to put foam on it and I have to put that airflow back on. Picture all the panels on. You get your hood here, you get your side panel here. The deer, I was going approximately 50 and the deer hit me like right in this area. Flew that panel off, pushed this exhaust back like this. I actually just took all the springs off of it to see if there's any damage. So there's 2 springs here, and there's another spring on the bottom. If you can see right down in there, right at the bottom, you might be able to see it now. There's another spring holder right there that connects up for the bottom of your exhaust. So I got 2 up top, and I got 1 on the bottom. The 2 springs on the top, those were fine. I was noticing that my exhaust was pretty loose. My bottom spring was missing. So I ended up getting my magnet. Come to find out, I broke it. I have another one, so that's not an issue. But I'm just hoping that it didn't really bend anything in there, which I don't think it did. And this is where the GGB hooks onto. It did tweak this bar right here. So that's gonna be a fun time. I'm either going to replace it or bend it back. I'll see once I take it off. Once I bend it back in place or replace it, I'll put the exhaust back on and see if everything's working right, start it back up, and before I move anything, I'll make sure everything is running properly, there's no exhaust leak. I'm pretty impressed with the design of Polaris's plastics. Nothing cracked or broke besides the rivets that held everything together. There's probably like 8 or 10 spots where the rivets just snapped instead of actually breaking the plastics. So I bought the rivets, which was like $1 a piece. So I'll just re-rivet everything back together, and when I'm done, there should be absolutely no problems with it. So I'm pretty fortunate that nothing is actually wrong with the sled. If I would have swerved and tried to move out of the way, I probably would have rolled the sled. So, you know, I made the decision to just hit the deer instead. So I'm just happy that there wasn't that much damage to the unit. All we ended up doing was we just drilled some holes through the plastic here, 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 and here. Let me see, let me get in there. So we just used 4 zip ties and then connected them on this end, as you can see, wrapped it around on here. I bought a new plastic, but instead of getting it right now, I wanted to ride tomorrow, so we just kind of ingenued. We just threw something together so that we could get the day through.
Now this is good as new. We're almost good as Polaris right here.
Yeah,
4 holes and zip ties. We're ready to go.
Drilling on my brand new sled. Not what I wanted to do, but you got to do what you got to do to ride. So, as you can see, the trail can, it is dented. The spring I got back on there. Everything else seems to be fine. This is the final product for the rest of the season. I'm gonna completely replace the side panel after the season. There are a zip tie there, and there's a zip tie there. And if you're standing back at a distance, you can't even tell. Hey guys, so it's the next day after we just zip tied my plastics on. We just made it up here in Gaylord, Michigan. There's still about the same amount of snow as there was in Cadillac last week. Maybe we'll find a little bit more snow. They said there was about 1.5 foot out here, which is better than what we've got at home. So got all the sleds, just getting ready to get them off the trailer. Once we get off the trail and into some nicer snow, hopefully we can find some nice hills to jump on or something. truck coming. We're gonna get in trouble if we're sitting here.
Aaron, no, we're not. Hey, no, we're not.
I don't think we're supposed to be back here.
It's totally right. Look at Jason.
This guy's gonna say something, almost guaranteed.
He's trying to get out of here.
It's because he's black. Aaron, you're paranoid. Jason, you start running away, and he's like, he's running away. I'm like, it's because he's black. Is that one louder than mine? Woo! Walk with it, walk with it.
Oh, you're just getting it, aren't you? That's what you gotta do. Get it.
Caleb's gonna watch this video and he's like, I'm never letting Nehemiah let me borrow that sled again.
I'm taking her easy.
Yeah.
It gets crooked, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it get really crooked.
Well, it looks like he's got to power out of it.
You almost
Stayed on the gas a little too long on that one.
You almost missed it, bud. Alright, so it's been a pretty good day. We got some good riding done. I mean, for the most part. I think we preferred Cadillac. I preferred Cadillac. There's a lot more places to ride. Everything around here is fenced in. And we don't like to do the trail riding, so I'm gonna pass it off to Air River and then see if we can get any more stuff. Chimichanga! I'm gonna pass it off here. I've been trying to finish this sentence for like 10 minutes. So I'm not, gosh, I can't get any talking done. So I don't know how much more video we're gonna get done tonight, but I'm gonna give it back to Aaron. Always the cameraman.